To another Victoria family now who's also seen its share of heartache. Their nearly 2-year-old toddler Molly, who was diagnosed with leukemia as a newborn and endured a bone marrow transplant, has suffered a relapse. Now the hope is that little Molly can once again beat the odds as she endures yet another round of invasive treatments. Here's Elaine Yong.
Oh, feel it. Oh.
This playground is a ferry ride away from home, but it has become all too familiar for these 4 siblings. Their baby sister has spent nearly half her 23 months of life just a few blocks away at BC Children's Hospital battling leukemia.
Who's this?
And just a few days ago, the worst news possible. Molly relapsed.
I was floored. I couldn't believe it. It was just bizarre.
On Christmas Eve 2010, Molly was only 4 weeks old when she was diagnosed. She became one of BC's youngest leukemia patients ever. Chemotherapy was followed by a risky bone marrow transplant. She did amazingly well, and finally, last October, she got to go home. Yesterday, Molly started a new round of intense chemotherapy, which will last 2 or 3 months.
It doesn't make it any easier, actually, to know what to expect. It doesn't make it any easier at all. We actually made a point to tell our oncologists that we don't want to know the statistics, that we don't want to know the numbers at all.
Doctors have told the Campbells to prepare for another year in the hospital, so once again the entire family will be temporarily moving from Victoria. David won't be able to work, but already the community is rallying together. Fundraising events are planned to help pay for living costs, and messages of love and support are pouring in from around the world.
Is Lammy cleaning it?
Yeah.
However, this time around, their little fighter is old enough to know what's happening, but not old enough to understand, and that has made it tough for her parents.
Just the little things like asking to go outside and to go to the park and stuff. Sorry, she's she doesn't give up easy either. Like she'll ask and then she'll say please, and it's just it's heartbreaking to have to say no to things like just as simple, you know.
Right now, the family is focused on getting Molly into remission as quickly as possible and enjoying a little laughter whenever they can.
So we just take the moments as we get them. There's going to be tough moments. There have been already. But there's a dozen fantastic moments throughout the day that get you through those half a dozen that are terrible. So just take the good with the bad and keep going.